Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lee. This is Reefer Explained. Today we're doing a quick update review on the Sea Reefer 250 G2 version. This system's been up and running for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It is a swap over from the E260 all-in-one with the sump because I had some issues with the seam, but it didn't leak, and Sea reached out once I sent them some images and gave me a discount off the new display. So well done to Sea. Products are amazing and nothing happened with that tank. It was up for 5 years. Just want to put that out there. So it could have been my fault with the floor, or it could have just been a manufacturing problem. But you know, these things happen, and luckily it didn't leak. So we're all good there. So this is the reason why I've upgraded this. The new seams on this are pretty sweet. They're really thick. Well done to Sea. New black silicone seams. We've got the feet underneath at the bottom for the leveling. So as you can see here, I've taken no chances. I've basically used a piece of marine plywood, coated it 18mm thick, and placed it, and then leveled the whole tank completely 100%. Not taking any chances with this one. I want it up for at least 5 years or more. So yeah, we are just going over this system. So 2 things I've added to the tank that wasn't shown on the last video. So the first one is the UV sterilizer is back on this display. I've seen some algae or dinos kind of building up on the display, but it's kind of a mini cycle. I was expecting that, and I didn't have the UV set up at first because I didn't have space and I didn't have plug sockets for it. I wasn't sure if I was going to stick it back up, but I've got it here, and I think the UV will help with the clarity. The water is not as crystal clear as it used to be with the UV being on here. So the UV is now at the back of the display here. It is the Eheim 350. I've had for, God knows, yeah, since 5 years, since the other display was up. It's pretty sweet, works well. The only thing I don't like about this UV sterilizer pretty much is the pump. So my fault, basically when you connect up, so it's going straight down into the water there. If you can see, we're running a little compact, Eheim compact. It's a 300. I've turned it down as much as possible, but they give off a little buzzing noise, and I know a lot of equipment does. I'm being a bit kind of annoying about it, but it really bugs me. I hate noise on a reef tank. The top part is coming straight in and basically going down into this water, zip tied to this emergency overflow, and straight into this compartment here where the overflow comes in, and so there's no chance that comes off. We've got the leak sensor down the bottom here, so just in case there's an issue. And that's pretty much it. The Eheim 350 has a mount that I just screwed into the back of the display. It's fine, and I put a rubber mat behind this bracket, which is an absorbent mat, a vibration mat that you can get online from Amazon, and that worked really well, so to dampen the noise. Made sure the pump was completely away from the skimmer and the glass, and it seems to be okay, but there's a little bit more of a noise as you add more things. It is just one of those things. I'm redialing in the protein skimmer, so it was skimming too wet, and basically it wasn't creating a bubble. Because I haven't been using it for a while, I've completely kind of lapsed on what's going on, and I think the organics in the system and being a new display and everything, it needs less power. So set it onto 50% for now, turned it right way down, so the gate is pretty much open down here, as you can see through there, and there it is. So that's what I've done, and it seems to be foaming. It's probably going to take some while. I'm just going to leave it now, not touch it, and see how we get on. It's probably going to be a real dry skim, but to be honest with you, I'm happy with that. I don't want it taken out anymore, stripping the water too much or taking out too much water so that the ATO keeps kicking on. That's one thing from me. So skimmer's back online. We're re-skimming it, and we're using the Eheim 350 to get the clarity up on display, and I hopefully keep some of those nasty algae as reduced as much as possible. So I'm just using an orange lens here to show you if you can see this. See on the rock there's a bit of fuzz, so basically it's like a hue of purpley. It's basically where the obviously diatoms or something's happening with the rock. It's a new display, so I was going to expect that to happen anyway. And we've brought some, obviously we've got the old rock from the old display and obviously corals, so we shouldn't have too much of a swing here. And I've got a bunch of snails in here already attacking that rock. They found it on their own, so that's great news. Hopefully they'll get it. The other thing I've done is added the new screen top by Red Sea. This is mainly for the 250 because the other one would fit in, but it didn't go all the way and it stopped here somewhere, so fish could jump out. Plus I couldn't get to the box. So now I can actually just lift out and check the overflow, make sure everything's okay. Really well designed screen top. Plus with this, it keeps the noise down. I love it. We've got the AI blades on top, the grow and the glow, and I put a feeding port on this time because in the past where I've had to feed the display, I've had to lift up the lid and obviously, you know, feed. If someone's here trying to feed the fish as well, they're pouring through this top here, and obviously then it gets stuck and it gets nasty. So I just put this little D&D guard on, and then, yep, you could just feed through. Really easy to use, and as long as you put it back, you're good to go. So they're the two things I've added to the tank recently. Really happy with it. I was near enough just about to buy a new protein skimmer because I thought this one wasn't working and having issues. But to be honest with you, this is a dual pinwheel protein skimmer. It's probably one of the best I've ever used. It's not silent. It does make some noise, but with the CO2 scrubber line on, that quietens it down massively. And also it's got the auto shut off when it fills up on the top, which I love, and a lot of skimmers don't have that. So that's one thing why I want to keep this skimmer. It wasn't cheap either. It wasn't a cheap skimmer. I think these retail at like $325, $350. I was looking at the Deltec 600i DC, but I'm going to hold off for a little bit longer. Let this one run through into the ground. I've had it for a good 2 or 3 years now. I started off with a few different brands out there. And yeah, I'm really happy. I think it will just kick back into skim and just skim out. And as I said, I just want a dry skim running on this system. So that's it on this update. We are maxed out on plug switches at the moment. So there's nothing else really I can add in here. The only thing I can do is take off the Inkbird backup heater if I needed to, and I'll have one more plug switch, but I can't really add anything else into here. I was looking to get a smart tester at some stage, but I don't know how I would do that at the moment. I might be able to run, I'm running a 2-way extension from another socket in the house. I've clipped it along, but I could take that out and put another, 4 to 6 plug switch, but where would I put it in here? There's no real room. Maybe right at the top somewhere, put a bracket and clip it in there. But it's tricky. I'm at capacity now. It's getting silly. So if you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up and like. Just helps me bring out more content on this channel. If there's anything you want to ask about the system itself or any of the gear I'm using, again, reach out to me. Someone asked me about the Max Spec Jump skimmer. This is the baby brother. There's a blue one. I can't remember what it's called. This is a JK. I can't remember the actual model name. Sorry, but this one's the cheaper one. There's another one. Yeah, I love this skimmer. As I said, it's a great skimmer. Pulls out good skim. Pretty much once you set it, you just set and leave it. It will always work well. It's got the little float switch there as well. Pretty easy to get the cup off, just with a little bit of force, obviously. Yeah, it's a workhorse. Once it's on there, it's pretty good, and it's real easy to use this wheel. Just dial in to use the 50%, 100%, 10%. It goes up in increments. Apart from that, the only other piece of equipment in here that I would never ever do without is the Reef Mat 500. Absolutely love this thing. It's just so good. Cuts down on all that drama with the socks, cups and noise, and now it's quieting down the system even more from using those cups and spilling into the overflow areas. So yeah, real happy with the system. It's been doing pretty sweet. Won't add any more fish to display. We're running at 7 fish here, so I think that's enough. I'll add some more cleanup crew in the next few weeks, maybe a month. I'm gonna probably, if I get an algae bloom, I may add a tuxedo. I've added them before and they are great for cleaning up algae. Probably some turbo snails, 1 or 2, but there's no algae happening just yet. I just know that there's a diatom going to happen on the sand bed and probably on this new rocket, and it's probably going to go through that whole situation of ugly stage, but that's fine. I've dealt with it before. Guys, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.